brings you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Eagles and the Packers. All that and more coming up next.
First opened in 1957. Welcome inside what's still one of the great stadiums in the NFL. Legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. The second of two divisional games on this Saturday. It's the Philadelphia Eagles and the Green Bay Packers. So glad you have joined us. It's a divisional round matchup here in the playoffs. Mike Tirico, along with Greg Olson, partner. Both these teams feeling the momentum, feeling good. They won last week on Wild Card Weekend. They're starting to look forward and dream Super Bowl. One of these teams gets to the conference championship game. What are you looking for in a game like this?
Yeah, you're exactly right, Mike. Both these teams we saw just a week ago play really well.
We think we have quite a battle in store. The winner onto the NFC title game. And off we go here in the divisional round. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So the Philadelphia offense set to take over for the first time. They are led out by a man who's done this now for a long time. Their veteran quarterback.
Winning in the wild card round, certainly an accomplishment that this team should be proud of. But Mike, if he wants to take his team to the championship round next week, he's going to have to lead by example and play a mistake-free game against a team known for capitalizing on their opponent's mistakes. Yes, you have to be aggressive. You have to be willing to take some risks. Those risks have to be calculated because if you get reckless against this group, you're going to be flying home. You're going to get ready for the offseason.
A huge play right off the bat. That gains an even 60 yards. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. First carry for Saquon Barkley. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
You can see the confidence that this play caller has on his opening script. This is a textbook drive here to start the game. Nice job there by the back with a big gain. Sets up 1st and goal.
He's got his big tight end. Dallas Goedert. Touchdown, Philadelphia. And that is the way to start a game. Not just score, but, Greg, score quickly. A nice opening drive for the first 6 points.
Well, it seems like the hour spent on that opening game script was time well spent. I mean, to take the ball right down the field that quickly, right out of the gates, that's a pretty good opening drive and an early 6 points.
The extra point by Butker is good. And the Eagles are out to a 7-0 lead here in this divisional playoff matchup. Safe kick taken at the 5. Now an opening past the 30. Good return as he takes it across the 30. The Green Bay offense set to go to work for the first time. They are led by their quarterback, the future Hall of Famer, Aaron Rodgers.
You have to figure, Mike, this is a confident quarterback coming into this one. He played such a large role, not only helping them win the division, but then he followed it up last week with a big wild card victory. Now, 1 week away from a championship game in front of their home crowd. Everything is falling into place. But if they want to play next week, they're going to need another big game from their leader.
It's 2nd and inches. At the 42-yard line.
Now the first carry of the game for Josh Jacobs. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him. Take him down behind the line. Now a 3rd and 2. Here's Rodgers. Oh, no chance to get rid of that ball. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
Sacks are drive killers. There is no greater correlation between a defense getting off the field and the ability to rush the quarterback. And when they come on 3rd down, that number just goes up.
A fair catch taken here, and it's going to come right at the 15-yard line. The Eagles offense ready to take over as we check out the playoff race in the NFC. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Here's Vic. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Andrew Cooper.
Mike, these are just throws you're not accustomed to seeing, especially from a quarterback that has played this much football. He's been around the NFL for a long time. He's got to make better decisions. Costly mistakes like that are going to kill his team.
The Packers offense about ready to get going on their second possession. They'll start with the football already in the red zone. Big opportunity here on 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And that'll be a pickup of 3. They face 2nd down and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
He'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
From the shotgun, it's A-Rob. Open is Pratt. He's got it. And he's into the end zone. Tucker Pratt. Touchdown, Green Bay.
When you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
For all time, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. Davis now to return it. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Eagles offense ready to take over possession of the football. They're trying to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. To throw, here's Vic. That's caught. Saquon Barkley. That keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
At the 33-yard line.
They'll run the counter with Barkley. And he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a 1st down.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 3. 1st down, Eagles.
Throwing now, Vic. Short throw taken in by Goddard. He's across midfield. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. You think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
Now Barkley. Good running inside the 25. And he'll be taken down.
This offense has to be thrilled, Mike, with the success they've had here on the ground in this opening quarter. Now as the rest of the game unfolds, everything in the game plan continues to open up.
Vic gonna look to throw. That is gonna be all in. He's got it. Devontae Smith. Touchdown, Eagles.
All week we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time. And what a great job by the offensive line allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket. Let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball, and that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
Next to score, Eagles 14, Packers 7.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. He'll start at the 4. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Play action now with Rodgers. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. From the gun, Rodgers. Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
Really nice start for this defense here early through the 1st quarter. 2 different players each recording a sack. Offensive line's going to have to get together on the sideline with their coach and identify where's the weakness in our protection. How can we get extra bodies and extra attention? Because we still got a long way to go in this one.
And he'll get this forward for positive yardage as he covers up in the end. 3rd and long. Rodgers. This one out to Watson. Well, this one is in reverse again. They're going to lose more yardage here, and it's going to bring up 4th down.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. To throw is Vick. Cross, it's incomplete. He did get the pass up, but he got drilled before he let it go. Try again. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they give it to Barkley. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line.
You hear teams talk about it all the time, Mike. Let's win at the point of attack. Boy, this team here early in the 1st quarter, they've done just that.
Now, Vick. That's a short one. Caught by Goddard. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
At the 23-yard line.
Throwing is Vick. He'll go right back to Goddard. He's got it again. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. 4 catches already in this opening quarter, off to a hot start as he picks up the 1st down. 1 quarter down in this NFC divisional round matchup. It's the Eagles with the early advantage. And we're back at Lambeau Field in just a moment. They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Barkley. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Here's 2nd and 2. To the air, it's Vick. To the right side, caught by Goddard. And that's It's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
yards. First down, Philadelphia.
Now they'll set up to throw. Open man, Devontae Smith. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5.
Second and 5 at the 17-yard line.
He'll drop the throw. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find the receiver, and down he goes.
That sack is exactly why defensive coaches preach over and over. Just play the next down. Just continue to make them snap the ball again. You're one big defensive play from changing everything about this drive. And it once looked like a promise.
The pressure gets there again, and again he goes down.
It feels like they needed that sack this entire drive. It feels like the defense was really on their heels. The offense was taking it to them really however they wanted to. So to be able to take a deep breath now, disrupt the rhythm of the drive by getting that sack, that might go a long way now to allow them to get off the field. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And they'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Packers offense ready to go as we give you a look at the current playoff race. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the run. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll come up now for second down and 4. Once again, it's Jacobs. And a good tackle out wide. Will hold him to a gain of just 3. Here's 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
We'll try to run it here with Jacobs. That's going to be pretty close. Looks like he's got it, and he does. First down.
In real time from up here, Mike, I couldn't tell whether or not he got it at first glance, but I think after seeing the replays we have up here, it looked like he and his blockers got just enough, and they're going to be able to keep this drive alive.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 43-yard line.
Throwing, Rodgers. Quick throw here is complete. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
And the Packers, first down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Looking to throw, it's Rodgers. That one a bit high, but it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
I can't tell you, Mike, how many of these offensive skill players around the league, they look at man coverage as like a personal offense. After that last completion on the way back to the huddle, I think he had a few choice words for him. I think he said, hey, man, you can't guard me one-on-one. You better ask your coach for some help. Because if he doesn't, you're going to be in for a long game.
And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out.
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
The defensive coaches, they preach all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
From back at the 13-yard line, it is 2nd and goal. Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Rodgers to throw. He's trying to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not, and be taken down there.
It's just so hard to get anything going when you're just not confident running your own system and all these early sacks. Yes, they kill drives, but think what it does to the quarterback. The quarterback just can't be confident operating out of the pocket. There's no rhythm, there's no timing, and everything you planned on doing today coming in is out the window. And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Saquon Barkley and this Eagle offense set to take over again. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And he finds some daylight. Up past the 35-yard line. A pickup of 7. 2nd down and 3. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That'll be caught left side. It's Goddard. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a 1st down. Here's Vick. He keeps it himself.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short game.
To throw. That's caught by Smith on the right side. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. To throw. Here's Vick. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
Doesn't it seem like that every time we see a highlight reel catch, they love showing the wide receivers and the running backs, but let's give a little love to the big tight end. I mean, what an athletic play. Understanding that ball was down and away, you've got to lay out to secure it, and not only is he able to get his hands under it and catch it initially, but he's able to survive the ground, and that's a big-time play.
Taken in right side by Goddard. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a 1st down.
At the 7-yard line.
Throwing now. Vick. Taking off.
It's a nice job here defensively. Down here tight, it's easy to be so concerned about stopping the pass that you lose sight of the quarterback when he decides to become a runner. Not the case here. Picks up a little positive yardage, sets up 2nd and goal.
Ball at the 3, 2nd down and goal. And in motion is Brown. Good blocking, and he's in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Butker's extra point is good, and the Eagles move out to a 24-10 lead. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the 1st half, and the kickoff's coming their way. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Packers offense going to get it one final time in this 1st half. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. to the sideline and intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Brown.
So not a lot of yards on the return, Mike, but that's okay. The number one thing, end up with the ball in your hands. And in this case, mission accomplished, and his guys are headed off the field to celebrate.
The Eagles offense and running back Saquon Barkley heading back on the field. They start with the lead and the football. They do so with tremendous field position. It's 1st and 10. Vick gonna look to throw. That'll be taken in by Barkley. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. Now the Eagles will use the last of their timeouts
at the 28-yard line.
Harrison Butker on now for the field goal. Spotted at the 35. This is a 45-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Eagles going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the 1st half. The clock showing 5 seconds remaining in this half as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. 1st down for Aaron. He's going to go deep, looking for Reed. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this 1st half will come to an end.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. One of these two teams is going to move on to the conference championship. We'll get it back to you two in just a moment. But first, let's take a look ahead to tomorrow's other divisional round game in the NFC. And it looks like we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints doing battle with the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, in our game, we're set up for a terrific 2nd half. So to find out who will advance to the NFC title game, let's send it back out to Mike and Gray. This was an extremely one-sided 1st half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
One of these teams ready to book a date in the NFC Championship game next week. And we are back at it with the 3rd quarter. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. They'll come up here 1st and 10. From the gun, Rodgers. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Here's Jacobs. And he'll get about 5 past the 30-yard line. 3rd and long.
Brings up 3rd down.
Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble 2nd reaction mode, and let's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
Here comes Jackson on the return. And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. The Eagles offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. They'll start on the ground with Barkley. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Go to the line now on 2nd and 2. They'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They go.
Early in this drive, they're trying to establish some offensive rhythm, but after that second down sack, it really puts them in a must-pass. You don't want to be in 3rd and long very often in the NFL. It's not a very high percentage conversion rate, and with the danger of a 3 and out, they better hold up here in pass protection.
3rd and 9. To throw is Vic. He's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
We're starting to see in these passing situations like this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front, because right now their pass protection is breaking down and this quarterback's paying the price for it.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Packers offense ready to get back to work. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back than in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
Here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
The shotgun, it's A-Rod. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Rodgers. The open man is Reed. He's got it. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
A gain of 8 brings up 3rd and 2.
A tight end in motion now. On 3rd down, they go with Jacobs. And that call will not get it done. The defense ready, stopping him behind the line of scrimmage. It sets up 4th down.
The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown. You're thinking 1st down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss, and it brings up 4th down.
The visitors' offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. As we look back at some of the highlights of this one, you'll see a lot of them, Greg, coming from the passing game. They've done a nice job picking the defense apart.
Yeah, and I think that's the right way to say it. It hasn't necessarily been just a bunch of deep shots, a bunch of explosives. It's been more methodical. It's been precise. They've really been all over their execution, and this is about as close to a complete performance as you're going to see from any offense throughout the course of this season.
And a nice run there. He'll get 8 to the 28-yard line.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
And he will pick up a 1st down up to the 37-yard line.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
And that's complete to A.J. Brown. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
A gain of 15.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays, throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch.
He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
To the air, it's Vic. Toward the sideline, there's Brown. That's the second time they connect on this drive. This one good for 13 yards. They'll put a receiver in motion right. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. And in motion is Brown. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down. They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run here with Barkley. And he's brought down to 17, but that's going to be good enough. A first down picked up on the ground.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up first down. A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out front.
He's got it inside the 5. And the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them down to the 1.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point, and now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that, after this long...
And he will dive into the end zone. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Eagles. The extra point by Butker is good. And the Eagles will extend this 3rd quarter lead. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Out comes the Green Bay offense now as they get set to take over again. They're in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. Third and a yard. Here's Rodgers. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by the OBD.
So all game, we've seen him take the approach as just being a game manager. But one thing you have to do if that's the case is you have to protect the ball. You can't turn the ball over, especially if you're struggling to push the ball downfield. He got a little reckless that time, and the defense made him pay.
Here's a handoff to Barkley. The hold closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face 2nd down and 7. They'll stay on the ground with Barkley. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down. 2 yards. 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 3rd down. 2 yar
They get 18 on that one. Good for an Eagles first down.
First down, Eagles.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming.
And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. First and 10.
First down, Philadelphia.
They run out of the gun with Barkley. Lane fills quickly. Only managed to get this to the 14. Here's a second and 9.
Brings up second and 9.
Throwing is Vic. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
If there's one positive remaining, it's the fact that they're still in scoring position. But with the way they've been able to move the ball down here in the red zone, they're thinking 6. But after that last sack, their chances of converting here for a touchdown have gotten a lot more difficult.
Work to do following the sack. It is third and long. He'll look to throw. That's a short one. Caught by Goddard.
They pick up a nice chunk play there through the air on third down, but it's not quite enough to move the chains. Now the question is, how aggressive is this head coach willing to be as he tries to extend this drive?
3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Eagles will extend their lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
This taken at the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
27-yard line.
A first down throw from Rodgers. A quick slant, and here's Adams. That keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up second and 3 at the 34-yard line.
Now Rodgers. That'll be caught. It's Josh Jacobs. A gain there of 10 yards. First down,
10 yards. And the Packers, first down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Rodgers. Little short pass. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And it's recovered by one of his teammates.
I feel like we see this so often, Mike, especially with how good these receivers are after the catch. They're so eager to pick up that extra yardage. Sometimes they don't completely put the ball away, and with how good these defenders are at knocking it loose, pretty fortunate on that one. His teammate was there to prevent that from being a turnover.
Here's a third down and 4. Again, it's Rodgers. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
So after surrendering their 6th sack of the game, I looked down on the sideline, Mike, and found their offensive line coach. He grabbed his headset, removed it, and he slammed it on the ground. And truthfully, I don't blame him. His unit has been getting worked up front all day in pass protection.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. Throw to the sideline, well done. Good job with the feet. Stays in bounds, it looks like, and yes, they do, have the first down.
That's good for a Packers first down.
Rodgers to throw. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
3-yard pickup.
Second and 7.
And 7. At the Eagles' 43-yard line.
To throw is Rodgers. And he's going to come down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
This has been a masterful game plan defensively. I mean, not only have they found their mismatches and been able to exploit them, it's led to 7 sacks so far. I mean, even when the offense seems to make an adjustment, Mike, the defense just still seems to be one step ahead.
And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. So we'll bring up 4th down. 2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Let's see what they do here. This is 4th and long. Throwing, Rodgers. That's 3. 3rd time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by the Kobe D.
And that should be the final dagger in this one. I mean, barring something dramatic happening here, Mike, I just don't think there's enough time or possessions left in this game to pull off any sort of comeback.
He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
On the handoff, Jones. And he is not going to get away. Might have been a yard, but it will set up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Here's Barkley. Looks like he's going to have that 1st down. He will, not by a whole lot, but he's done enough. He convert on 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6.
Wow, a little change of play call here, and that's typically not what we see at this down and distance. That's typically a passing down, Mike, but they catch the defense off guard, keep the ball on the ground.